Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Tarot card. These are your Daily Tarot cards for Friday, February 12th, 2021. We're pulling from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot cards. We have the Two of Potions coming forward. I feel like this is, I know this is the Two of Cups, so two people coming together with cups of pure intentions, pure love. We know usually there's a Leo above the Two of Cups, but with the red bottle, I feel like your fire signs. I feel like this is a positive confirmation for this weekend that, whoever you're celebrating Valentine's is coming with a pure intention towards you. They're not wasting your time. We have the Page of Presents in reverse. So I feel like, things are kind of not going the way that we had planned. We sat there and, we're used to being busy. I know with myself, it's like, I was doing double readings, but now it's just like, kind of kicked myself in the butt here because it's like readings are where they used to be, 2 weeks ago. But it's because I sat there and was doing double readings. On the flip side of, doing those double readings and getting ahead of schedule now, I'm able to free up that time and spend it with people I love. And I feel like that's what Temperance is highlighting. Excuse me, my allergies. I feel like Temperance is saying, use this time wisely. I feel like Temperance is saying, sit there and, bring feng shui back into your house. Maybe, for some of us, like we know spring is just around the corner. So starting to put away some of the heavier clothing. Me was organizing my closet, organizing my kids' rooms. So just, organizing things that I didn't have time to do before because I was busy. So they're saying, enjoy this time, enjoy the quieter time. The Devil as well, where it's like we have the new moon, we have Mercury retrograde. Instead of, we're trying to break these addictions when it's upright, where I feel with the Devil it's more highlighted. So, is this to a person? Is this to an environment? Is this to addictions? With me, it's like, because it's like I'm being more rational with myself. I'm catching it because it's like, don't be hard on yourself. You did double readings. Even Spirit said that to me last week. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I had a couple of readings, but I'm just like, I'm used to people like, messaging me like, 3 people messaging me while I'm doing a reading. Can I book a reading? And I'm just like, what happened? And they're like, well, you did double readings. And I'm like, oh, right. I was sitting there on the Tuesday and I was booked for the whole week the next week. And I'm like, oh, okay. Same thing with that weekend. I caught up to everybody, and then that weekend I was doing double readings. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is, you know what I mean? I got to take some onus here. Spirit's like, you got a little too ahead of yourself. So things are quiet because you kind of ran with it, So it's just like, now it gave me time to do the things that I needed to get done around the house. Like some of my plants desperately need to be transplanted. So it's just like, sitting there and taking the time to do that, concentrating on other projects. So it's learning to kind of go with the flow of things because they're saying right around the corner, you're going to be busy again. So try to get done what you're trying, you know what I mean? It's really easy to sit there and get sucked into like, watching a series or, just chilling on the couch and napping and everything else because it's like catching up on that sleep, which we need, there's nothing wrong with that. But they're just like, those projects that you wanted to get done, they're like, why don't you work on those if you feel like the need to purge that energy? So with the Two of Potions, you're in complete harmony with someone special in your life. Highlighting this weekend, I feel like highlighting Valentine's. Whether this is work-related partnership or a romantic relationship or a friendship with a positive, it is a positive for both of you. So this could be highlighting me and my best friend. It's like, especially it's like, being better with those friendships. The people that reach out to you. And it's like, I'm trying to, I remember I was praying for someone. And I was like, you know what? They're on my mind. I think I should reach out right now because I'm like, I know I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to forget to message them in the morning. So I'm just like, message them now. It was really late, but I'm just like, at least they know I'm thinking of them and they know I'm praying for them. And connection as major both growth potential. So I feel like, them just hearing the fact that, you're thinking of them, you're praying for them in their time of need. It goes a long way because they're just like, it's not just me praying and asking to help me and my family or me and my situation. It's like, there's others behind there. There's others that support me. And there's nothing, the best medicine is having that positive love and those positive affirmations, knowing that maybe you cannot hear them, but you can feel them. So then we have the Page of Pentacles on our far right there. Reverse the Page of Presents, well, it's Presents, but it's Pentacles, is a disappointment and frustrated. Things haven't turned out quite as they were expected to. And that's what I thought with me. I was like, ooh, got to do double readings because I'm gonna be doubly booked, the rest of the time. And I feel like they were just, saying like, you're fully booked. Like, look how great that is. It's Tuesday and you're fully booked next week. I took it the wrong way. Learn from your experience. Cut your losses and move on. There are more opportunities for success on the horizon. So they're saying, even though you kind of jumped the gun there, like with myself, I feel like this is positive confirmation. This really speaks to me. Like, you kind of jumped the gun there and, kind of, almost wore yourself out because you're doing double readings and everything else you do. But now you see, like, just leave it as the week is booked and go from there. Our second card we have is Temperance in the reverse. And I feel like with Temperance, you have the beautiful young lady sitting there and she's pouring out water equally over the ground and in the water. So she's balancing her emotions. She also has 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground, grounding in these emotions. So I feel like, especially with, I was going to say the devil, not the devil, with Mercury retrograde and the new moon happening upon us, double negative energy. It's just like, being kind with yourself right now. Try to balance your emotions. Like with myself, it's like, don't sit there and go down that rabbit hole. Just say, you know what? You got a little too carried away with doing double readings, but it's okay. Now we can sit there and concentrate on those things that we need to get done. Just sitting there talking yourself off the ledge. And I feel like with the devil, this is something that always happens with us, especially if you're an emotional person or gone through experiences where that, you're worried that moving forward, this is going to be a new pattern. And it's like, no, that's what the Page of Presents was talking about. Don't worry about it. There's more success to come. Keep doing what you're doing. Take care of your projects. Take this time to, be there for your loved ones. And, just keep, moving forward, just fill up those days with something else. If life is feeling hectic, it's time to bring things back into balance. And I feel like that's what they were doing. By giving you this slower time right now, by you, like with my speaking of myself, doing the double readings, and making longer days for myself, they're just like, we're bringing it back to balance. 1 reading a day, everything is, spaced out perfectly so that way I don't get run down. Pay attention to areas of your life that may be a little neglected. So, I know that I'm not spending as much time with my kids when I'm working. I know the house looks like a damn bomb went off when I'm working as crazy as I am. So taking care of those things that I want to take care of. The recipe for success requires a pinch of self-reflection, a dash of temperance. Stir thoroughly and enjoy. So they're saying, how can you sit there and bring this balance back into your life? I know for myself, it's Shabbat. Shabbat actually holds me accountable. This is a day of absolute rest, to be with family dinner. It's all about family that day, So it's like, no matter how hectic the week is, I always have that day to be held accountable to be with my children. So we have the devil. Confront what scares you to release yourself from self-sabotaging behaviors that have been holding you back. So in this time of where it's quiet, it's like, don't sabotage yourself. Say, you know what? I recognize what it is. Sit there and be like, okay, what's going on here? No, things haven't turned out, the fact that we, one healer said, be thankful for everything that's going on right now, all the blessings in your life, because a lot of people aren't as lucky. And it's true. It's very true. It's just sitting there saying, in a pandemic, how successful I've been. Thank God for that. Thank God for those loyal people that keep returning back for business, and the people they recommend, and the new people that I've found. So it's just being grateful for everything and just being like, you know what, this is a time for me to get some rest because something's around the corner. Keep level-headed and be brave. You may just find the great Oogie Boogie in your life isn't as frightening as you think. And Oogie Boogie is a shadow figure, and I'm just going to show you in the book. He's a shadow figure. Right now with the new moon, shadow. Right now with Mercury retrograde, shadow, because it sits there and it doesn't necessarily have to be that way, but for some people it's just the anxiety builds up. It's very emotional. For some, it's just a cycle. So just sit there and be kind with yourself. You even see with Oogie Boogie, there's the light side of it, and then there's the dark side of it. So just like Mercury retrograde, there's a light side to it, and there's a dark side to it. To me, it's always my electronics. Without fail, it's always my electronics. But I should just sit there and be like, you know what? It's a temporary situation, and it'll be over soon. Like, think about it. This weekend is with Valentine's Day the 14th. We're almost there. We're like this. In my opinion, it went pretty quick. This one went pretty quick. I know some of them feel like it takes 10 years to go by, but in my opinion, it's like it's not so bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Friday, February 12th, 2021. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.